This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
And then prior to the beer drinking contest between Austin and JBL, JBL's cutting an anti-Detroit promo. Got to hammer home that he's a bad guy. And Austin enters the ring where a table was lined with cups of beer. And Austin says he's very thirsty. He sarcastically does a double take and acknowledges JBL's presence, then shook his hand. And then Austin asked him why he challenged him to a beer drinking contest. And JBL said, because he failed to list among him Texas's easy for me to say, all-time great wrestlers. And he says, I'm going to beat you at your own game. Any chance you can get Steve Austin on NBC, you jump at, right? How do we land on a drinking contest?
Why the hell not? It's what they both did best. Might as well highlight what you do best.
Austin tells a great story about having eggs with beer at breakfast and a few pitchers of beer for lunch. And he said he drank 15 pitchers of beer because he was worried about JBL beating him. JBL interrupts and said the rules of the contest. They're going to go back and forth and then have 1 minute to drink as many beers as possible. And Austin doesn't want to turn his back on him. And JBL says something like, I ain't Brokeback Mountain. I'm a real cowboy. And JR interjects, not that there's anything wrong with that. Which is the old Seinfeld line. Austin lets out a knowing smile and says no comment to that line. And finally, Austin and JBL stand back to back. JBL gets a head start and then pours beer down his chest rather than drinking it. Austin swigs a few beers, then catches JBL cheating and asks him, what the hell are you doing, son? For someone who has such a damn big mouth, you sure are missing it with that damn beer. And then they throw the beer into his face and jump out of the ring. And Chris Benoit comes into the ring, and Austin throws a few pitchers of beer at JBL. JBL's slipping around, falls on his back several times. Benoit's laughing at this. Austin puts JBL's hat on him, gives him a stunner, salutes the crowd, and that's the end of the segment. Austin's on his game here, and JBL played a great foil for Austin. I'm sure these guys had a blast with this segment, right?
Yeah, but I'm just pissed off that technically JBL won.
Oh, listen to you.
Well, he did. He finished more beer, got more beer out of them pitchers.
What's
just saying?
What's wrong with you?
Well, I'm just saying in a real beer contest, I think that Steve would kind of kick JBL's ass because JBL would just kind of fall off a cliff at some point.
We should also mention the reason Benoit's here, as you could guess, I guess, Benoit's going to be working with JBL for the U.S. title at WrestleMania. In hindsight, should we have done something different to put over the whole Benoit JBL thing? Or you just, at the end of the day, you've got to find a spot for Austin, right? On NBC.
Yeah. I thought it was great. I thought it was a great way to use Steve. I mean, if you've got the star power and you're able to use it, fucking go for it.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.